How's it going, guys? Anton here. Welcome to episode 5 of 5 and 5. This episode will feature the Thunder, Wizards, Clippers, Raptors, and Jazz. Let's get on with the video. Oklahoma City is my second favorite team, behind the Miami Heat. Westbrook is my favorite player, and I believe that he will win MVP this season. To be honest, I'm still salty about Kevin Durant leaving, as I believe the Thunder would have won the championship if he stayed. I loved the acquisition of Victor Oladipo. He's an athletic shooting guard who I believe will do great things next to Westbrook. I also loved the trade for Taj Gibson and Doug McDermott, as I believe Gibson adds that extra toughness and grit at the power forward position. But I think that either Adams or Cantor need to be traded for some extra star power at power forward. The Thunder have the 21st pick in this year's draft. I think if he's available, the Thunder need to take OG Anunoby. He looks to be a decent small forward in the future, and I think he has what it takes to help the Thunder reach the 5th seed next season. I think John Wall and Bradley Beal will have their breakout years as the backcourt duo. Bradley Beal broke through the barrier, and John Wall not making an All-NBA team is just flat out ludicrous. No matter what, the Wizards have to bring back Otto Porter Jr. If they want to get a top 4 seed again next year, it is a must. Their only pick in this year's draft is in the late 2nd round. This is unfortunate because I was really hoping to see them get someone to help out their bigs. Another issue is, if you re-sign Otto Porter, you have no cap space for free agency. On paper, you have a very decent team, but in order to get that extra step, I think you need to start signing some veterans for the minimum. Overall, I think the Wizards will definitely be a top 4 team in the East next year, but depending on injuries, I think their seed will vary. I think it's time to let go of Lob City. Both Chris Paul and Blake Griffin are free agents this offseason, and they have both been rumored to go to different teams. Assuming they both leave, I think JJ Redick will want to leave as well, which leaves the Clippers with a base of Jamal Crawford and DeAndre Jordan with Austin Rivers and Luka Mbah-a-Moute. That's not even a playoff team, so I think it's time to not only rebuild, but relocate. I feel like the only way to shake the LA curse is by moving. I was thinking about this for a while, and I don't think any city in America deserves an NBA team more than Seattle. The Supersonic days were so much fun to watch. Imagine seeing another Seattle team. Paul Pierce retired, you have Jamal Crawford, and you have Maurice Spates. I think it's just time to let the clock wind out, and then it's rebuild time for the Clippers. If the Raptors want to be anywhere near the conference finals next year, they need to re-sign all of their free agents. Kyle Lowry has been heavily rumored to go to Philadelphia, but now that the Sixers are going to pick up Markelle Fultz in the draft, that is no longer an option for Lowry. Another team he was rumored to go to was the San Antonio Spurs. I'm not sure how the connection would work out with Kawhi, as he is the silent type, while Kyle Lowry is always cracking jokes on the sideline. I don't see it working out in San Antonio. Assuming you re-sign all free agents, you won't have any cap space left, which means that the Raptors will have a very tough season next year. I believe both the Ibaka and Tucker trades were necessary for the Raptors to get back into the conference finals. But no matter who you bring in, I don't think you're going to stop LeBron in the East. Although I don't see the Raptors making it very far in the playoffs, they will still be a fun team to watch. When I saw predictions saying that the Jazz would get the 3 seed this year, I thought the world had lost its mind. But they somewhat lived up to the hype, as Gordon Hayward stepped up, Rudy Gobert stepped up, and George Hill had a great start to the season that gave the Jazz a lot of momentum going forward. The number one priority, as everyone knows, is to make sure the Jazz do not lose Gordon Hayward. He has been heavily rumored all season to go to the Celtics, but if the Celtics bring back Jerebko and Olynyk, there is no chance of them signing him. You also need to make sure you re-sign George Hill, as he was a great producer towards the start of the year. His production didn't last the whole season, but he gave the Jazz enough. The last thing I need the Jazz need to do is trade Favors, Burks, or Joe Johnson for a decent power forward, as all three of them have large contracts with little value. Thanks for watching episode 5, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content. Episode 6 will be out tomorrow. See ya!